I did psychotherapy with people for many, many years, and it was wonderful, but we dealt with people's conflicts and their worries and their doubts and helping them heal from old wounds. And the question always became, now that I've healed, how am I going to live my life? What am I going to do? What am I going to do with the rest of my life? What are my goals? What are my dreams? And as a psychologist, as a therapist, I wasn't trained to have that kind of a conversation. It was almost like a showstopper. So I decided to become a coach. I've been through almost everything I talk about. And I've discovered that these tools, if they can help make me successful and bring clarity, focus, ease, and grace to my life, they can do it for anyone, given the mistakes that I had made. I have developed some tools that people can use to take information, ideas, and translate them into action. Because it doesn't matter how much you know. What matters is what you're doing with what you know. And that's where it's important. That's where success is. Success is doing what you said you would do with clarity, focus, ease, and grace. It's almost like we love money, we hate it, we don't know what to do with it, we don't know what to do without it. It's almost like a relationship, isn't it? And so I found, we have a relationship with this energy of money. Leaking money is when you are spending it, but you're not getting any enjoyment or any value. It runs through your fingers, when you're waiting in line at a grocery store and you buy all these little tchotchkes while you're waiting and get 2 because the 3rd one is free. And you come home and you say, why did I buy all this stuff? How we do money is how we do life. How you do money gives you good information about how you are in relationships. It gives you good information about how you are with your time or your physical vitality. It's all of the same piece. So when we see that our relationship with money is a reflection of our relationship with every aspect of our lives, then we see when we clear up this relationship, it stands to reason it's going to have an effect all over our life. Being willing is the capacity to say yes no matter what is on my path. Now you might say, yes to what? It's yes to the good times, yes to the obstacles, yes to waking up. Dag Hammarskjöld, who was one of the architects of the United Nations, had a wonderful quote. He said, for everything that has been, I say thank you, and to all that will be, I say yes. So when we realize our innate capacity to say yes, that's when we begin experiencing ourselves as the heroes we already are. Metaphysical reality is the home of our ideas and our dreams and our vision. And so what we want to learn how to do is take our ideas from metaphysical reality into physical reality. And going from metaphysical to physical, that's the hero's journey. Think of it as a rocket ship launching off of a launch pad, and a rocket ship burns 90% of its fuel in the first 3 minutes of takeoff. So going from metaphysical to physical reality takes that kind of energy. I had been teaching you and money and the energy of money and related subjects for so long, and one day, right in the middle of a course, I said, well, let's look at what are the 4 defining characteristics. And this is after I'd been teaching it for about 7 or 8 years. And I said, well, if I had to summarize it, I would say clarity, focus, ease, and grace. And then it was like, oh yeah, clarity, focus, ease, and grace. What's that all about? And then I spent a few years just amplifying that. I think that's what happens, you work at something for a long period of time, and then in your mind it just kind of coalesces and pops out. And that's what happened. A life intention exists in metaphysical reality, and it's a mission or a purpose that you find very compelling and very important. So if I have an intention to be a successful author, I might have a goal to write a book. Oh yes, we call it monkey mind. It's a Buddhist term. It stands for that aspect of the mind that is always chattering at us as it swings from doubt to worry to fear and back to doubt again. This is very scary. This is not going to work. You don't have the talent. You're too stupid. No one is going to want to listen to you. And at some point, you simply have to say, "Thank you for sharing," and type the first paragraph. If you keep waiting for your fear to go away, you'll be waiting forever. Monkey mind has a quality about it. It's like urgent. It's like an emergency. It's almost like you can hear the screaming. The most important thing to do is say, is this monkey mind or is it my voice of wisdom? Now, your voice of wisdom is not fearful, so it might sound something like this. Are you sure you want to be doing this right now? One of the things that happens when there's a lot of change in our life is that we become immobilized in a way. We don't know what to do next. Because it's the cultural conversation that really is the most difficult for people. And the cultural conversation may have nothing to do with reality. It may be group monkey mind. Because when we tell the truth, then we have the opportunity to look to see what we really should do next in a more gentle, a calmer way. And a lot of the tools that I've developed over the years have to do with learning how to wake up and center and focus yourself on what's really important so that you can keep your eye on that no matter what's happening around you. And in order to do that, you have to tell the truth.